Hello, I'm Robert McKenzie. You join me here in this fine old library on the campus of the University of Chicago. We're about to see the first of 10 films by Milton Friedman, an economist of international repute, winner of the Nobel Prize, one of the most controversial and stimulating Americans of our time.
The fundamental principle of a free society is voluntary cooperation. The economic market, buying and selling, is one example, but it's only one example. Voluntary cooperation is far broader than that. To take an example that at first sight seems about as far away as you can get, the language we speak, the words we use, the complex structure of our grammar. No government bureau designed that. It arose out of the voluntary interactions of people seeking to communicate with one another. This kind of voluntary cooperation is built so deeply into the structure of our society that we tend to take it for granted. Yet the whole of our Western civilization is the unintended consequence of that kind of a voluntary cooperation, of people cooperating with one another to pursue their own interests, yet in the process building a great society.
Last resort. What about pollution? Do something about it. Everett Ladd had an article in Fortune about a year ago, which is hardly a radical left-wing journal, showing this contradiction. And I think that there is in the United States today a rapid movement to the left, right, and center, which I obviously hope will be resolved not by an across-the-board cut aimed primarily at poor and working people, but by an increasing democratization of economic power and an increasing democratization of the government. I think that in this complicated society of huge institutions and bureaucracies, if we talk about freedom, one of the things I would like to see would be a law providing funds for any significant minority to buy the research to counter the majority. If you don't have the expertise, the knowledge technology today, you're out of the debate. And I think that we have to democratize information and government as well as the economy and society.
I am sorry to say Michael Harrington's solution is not a solution to it. He wants minority rule. I don't. I want individual rule. I want human beings separately and individually to have control of their lives. I don't believe that a minority that differs with me should have the right to take money out of my pocket.
Partigiano, portami via. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. E se io muoio lassù in montagna. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 seppellire lassù in montagna, sotto l'ombra di un bel fior.
Majority.
Well, I'd like to take the others into this for a moment. What is the process for those of you who want to roll back the state or to push back governmental influence on the operation of the economy? Before we let Milton in on that, what would you do as an active politician, as another politician, and a businessman?
Well, I personally think we ought to restrain the growth of government in the future.
How?
By putting some sort of limit on government expenditures. I would like to see a constitutional amendment doing that. Otherwise, we're going to continue to have the government growing faster than the economy and thus pushing more and more of the gross national product through the tin horn of government. I think that's a mistake. It's a difficult thing to do.
On préfère les oublier, ces fragments qui ne collent pas. On fait semblant de ne pas les avoir bien vus. On regarde ailleurs, pudiquement, parce que sans cela, il n'y aurait plus d'histoire possible, plus de vérité, plus de justice. Et d'ailleurs, les accusés font peut-être exprès de brouiller les pistes pour échapper au jugement.
Se la cattiveria della gente ti avvilisce e ti offende in modo insopportabile, fino al desiderio di vendetta contro i cattivi, più di tutto abbi paura di questo sentimento. Vai subito a cercarti un castigo più grande, come se tu stesso fossi colpevole dei crimini degli altri. Prenditi questa mortificazione e sappila sopportare per giovamento del tuo cuore, e capirai che anche tu sei colpevole, poiché se tu fossi stato senza peccato, potevi illuminare gli altri, e invece tu non l'hai fatto.